Hey folks, welcome back to Double G Digs. First day with the XP Deus in the water. I'm going to try a local freshwater beach. Just not sure how well I'm going to do here. I've been here once before, it didn't work out too well. A little windy today, so I hope you can hear me. And let's give it a shot. I've got it all set up. A little difficult, if you ask me, putting that antenna on the top. Just had to work with it a little bit. I wish they would have had a better design, let's put it that way. So, guys, it was so windy, I just could not put you through that, and it just really messed up the audio. So we're going to do a little voiceover on this, and this was the first find of the morning. A dime at this particular lake that I was at. This was an old swimming hole when I was a kid, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I'm trying different programs. I'm on deep sensitive here and just trying to get used to the detector. It is new and there's a lot of different programs, a lot of getting used to. So I found this little gizmo. I don't know what this is. At first I thought it was a toe ring and it's too small, maybe something for your nose or an ear. I don't know. It's a piece of jewelry, but if you get an idea, let me know in the comments below. But it's kind of a cool piece, but it really goes to show you the power of the XP Deus II, picking up on that little small piece of silver. Just amazing. Now, it's just as important to dig when you get a detector those signals that you know are bad. Now, I knew right off the bat this was not a coin, but I still wanted to dig it to get used to those tones and what not to dig. So I ended up with a drill bit. But early on, you know, I would suggest digging everything and just getting used to the sounds and the tones as you go along. This crusty critter here I dug, this was a mystery. Look how thick this is. I had no idea what it was, and I wiped it off in the water, and it just looked like some kind of a neat looking coin that is really thin. Mystery solved. Let's get ready to put this up, and I tilted it and I can see it's a penny. There's Lincoln's head, I'm pretty sure. See the head? And it just wore all to pieces. There's no telling how long that penny's been down there. I'm pretty sure that's what it is, guys. I'll never find his head again. Let me know what you think. What is your thoughts? Right there. There's the head. I hit that right on the top. Just floating around on the bottom. Kept moving on me. Still in the hole and missed it. I think I got it. Let's see. Oh, it's a piece of jewelry. Please don't fall through the hole. It's about to fall through. Oh my goodness, don't fall in. It's an earring. Little star earring. Yeah. Boy, it almost fell. It was caught right one of those holes. So look at there, a little bling. Costume jewelry. I'll take it. Nice. Heavy. Like a coinage or something. Oh my gosh, it's a ring. Awesome. Got a little stone. There's no way I can read the inside of that here. Can't tell if it's got any markings on the inside or not until I get home. But that's awesome, guys. Look at that. Now, There we go. I got to take a picture. First ring with the Deus II. We'll get a little photo of it right there. Well, folks, that's a wrap for me. First time out with the Deus II in the water, and let me just go over a couple of observations for me. And this is strictly me. It's just like if you were to go out and buy a new car, you know, people immediately from day one will add things to the vehicle: window tint, sun visor, maybe a seat belt pad, just different floor mats, all kind of things. So they tweak it to make it fit for them. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that are getting this Deus. In fact, I've seen some of the videos where they're drilling holes in it, running the cable on the inside, and doing this to the coil so it can stand out. I mean, it's just a lot of different things. So today I had to do a little tweaking. Let me show you. So I just got these in this week. Now, honestly, they worked a lot better than I thought they would. I actually bought some big jar of these earplugs because he said you could put these in to block out any of the ambient noise. I didn't need it, man. These things were so loud. It's just amazing going through the jawbone like that it would work. I thought it was comfortable, didn't have an issue with it. I never got to use these, I just didn't need it. But I noticed, you know, it's different than your standard headphones because they're not coiled. This cable is just so long. So I had to put a couple pieces of Velcro around this. And I actually Velcroed this to my camera harness on my shirt so it wasn't flopping all over the place. But it can be annoying. This, and I'll show you, when you put this in, this is coming down. It's right where your fingers are at, hitting it. So again, I ran, and I'll show you, I put a piece of Velcro and ran that up. So it's these little adjustments that I'm just gonna have to get used to and make some changes. There we go. So I just put a piece of Velcro and ran it up like this and got out of the way. Now this lanyard I made too, I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like this. So what I did was I just got a needle and thread and I sewed it onto a piece of nylon cord right here. And then I wanted to add a quick disconnect. And so I had a old dog leash and I just cut these off and used these. And then I put some heat shrink tubing, which I don't know if that was a good idea or not, just to protect it. Drilled a hole right here, and then I actually got needle and thread and sewed that on some nylon thread. It's not coming off. Yeah, I'm also not a big fan of this clip-on here. I wasn't real sure which way it clipped on there. Of course, I didn't look at the instructions. It shows you XP goes towards the front of this. You know, I'm just trying to stick it on there. So I noticed that there's, I don't know if I broke one of these little tabs. Mine has two on, what's two on that side and two on this side. But it looks like I may have been missing one, or either one broke off there. I'm not sure if it's made like that or not, but you know, it was a little booger getting that thing on there just right. And then you got to run this back. I don't know why they didn't make this maybe with a little tube or something. You could have just slid this in and lock it in place or something a little different. It's just, I'm not a big fan of that. But that's the way it goes. So, well, I like to keep things organized. So let me show you the case I made. Nothing to really brag about. It's a box that I already had. I just cut out some old foam that, you know, had laying around the house. And I didn't have to go out and pay, honestly, you know, $150 I think for their case and for the backpack. That's just a lot of money. So 9 times out of 10, I'm going to have the unit disassembled, and it'll be in my vehicle and everything else in this case. So this case is just going to hold the coils and all the extra stuff. Let me show you. So I had this case. It's pretty much doing nothing. It's a nice case. It's got latches. I'm not sure who makes this. I think it's think it actually come from Sam's maybe. But threw a couple of decals, double G digs. I cut out some old foam, threw it up there. So right here, first thing is I cut this out for the 11-inch coil. That's gonna sit right here. Once they come out and they release their smaller coil or a different coil, I'm gonna buy that. But I went with the 11-inch coil when I got this, and I'll probably use that just for the beach or some open areas. But I want a smaller, like a sharpshooter coil. So the coil will sit here. This is just a little pouch that has the, it's got the antenna, it's got all the charging components in it. This top one is everything I would need to charge it. This is the coil, the antenna, I'm sorry, for taking it to the water, and this is a cable to charge, I think the pinpointer up with. Through the instructions, Lord knows I'll be needing that. This is the extra bolt that I got for the coil to hold that on. Zip ties in case I lose those little round rubber things to hold the antenna bracket on the coil. You can always use these. This is the bone conductor headphones. I just left them in the original box. This is the little RC unit. I already had this little case. I have no idea. I think it went to something law enforcement related, but I had that sitting around. So that's going to sit in there in storage. And this is the, gosh, what do you call them? The headphones. MS6, I think it is. Headphones. So just an extra case. You can tell I'm a gadget case freak. What else? Oh, and I had this. I made this the other night. A little video on this as well. I won't take credit. I've watched it from another YouTuber make this, and I'll give him the credit. Let's see if I can remember his name. But this is the case I'm going to carry this in. My headphones will plug right into this. Earbuds. So I'm just going to leave that in here. And here are the earbuds. This is an old camera case. I'm telling you, junk. I would have sold it for $1 at a garage sale. But I got my headphones. So this will hold everything. There's room, there's still room. I can have that coil, this sit on top. If they come out with some waterproof headphones, I can move some of this around and the headphones will sit probably right here, and I'll slide this over. But hey, it's a grab and go case. And heck, I'll just show you while I'm telling you about it. So right here is where I'll keep the shaft and the coil. Keep it all nice and clean. Got my stuff for water detecting. And the Knox sits in this. This is another case. Now if I wanted to, and I am going to plan a trip to England, I could take this case. This is what I got my Knox in, and the coils, and everything's in here. I could take everything out of that and put the Deus in here because it has a place where you can lock it and put that into luggage. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Well, that's it. It's a wrap. Going to go inside and get cleaned up. And thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. First time out in the water with the Deus II. Let me know what you think. I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you on that next swing.